Your soulmate has a big secret and it's about you. Listen it immediately. My beloved child, before you even think of looking away, understand this. What you are about to hear was not meant to reach you so soon, yet destiny pushed it forward because your heart has been carrying unanswered questions for far too long. You have felt it in silent moments, in sudden emotional waves that appeared without warning, in nights when your thoughts drifted to one specific presence without a clear reason. This is not imagination. This is recognition. Somewhere, someone deeply connected to your soul has been holding a truth that directly involves you, a truth they have rehearsed in their mind 1,000 times but never found the courage to speak aloud. They smile when your name appears, they pause when others mention love, and they go quiet when the future is discussed, because you are already written into it. This secret is not small, it is not ordinary, and it is not accidental. It is layered with fear, hope, timing, and a promise that was silently made long before words were exchanged. Right now, as you listen, something huge is waiting for you, and the waiting itself has been shaping both of you in ways you do not yet realize. There was a moment, hidden, unshared, almost forgotten by time, when your soulmate realized that their life before you no longer felt complete. They did not announce it, they did not celebrate it, they carried it quietly because the truth scared them. The secret is this: they know that you changed them before you ever touched their life directly. Your existence became a reference point, a standard they unknowingly compared everything to. When they tried to move forward with someone else, something felt missing. When they focused on building their own path, an invisible pull kept guiding them back to the same emotional direction. They questioned themselves, they doubted their own thoughts, but the pattern never broke. This secret is not about attraction alone, it is about recognition at a soul level. They know you are the one person who sees them without masks, the one who triggers growth instead of comfort, the one who brings both peace and intensity in equal measure. They have been protecting this truth because admitting it would mean admitting that their future requires courage, vulnerability, and a decision that cannot be taken lightly. What makes this moment powerful is not just the secret itself, but the timing of its revelation. You were never meant to hear this until you were ready to receive it without fear. Your journey so far, every delay, every emotional lesson, every closed door, was preparation. Your soulmate has been watching your growth from a distance, sensing when you were hurt, celebrating silently when you stood back up, and waiting for the version of you who could handle the truth without running from it. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. The secret they carry is slowly reaching a breaking point, because secrets tied to destiny cannot stay hidden forever. When it comes out, it will not arrive softly. It will arrive with clarity, honesty, and a shift that changes how you see your past and your future at the same time. Stay with this message, because what follows will connect the dots you never knew existed, and it will explain why certain emotions refuse to leave you. This is only the beginning. Amen. My beloved child, listen carefully now, because this layer of the message goes deeper than emotions and touches the silent decisions that were made when no one was watching. Your soulmate's secret is not just about what they feel, it is about what they stopped themselves from doing because of you. There was a point when they almost spoke, almost reached out, almost crossed the line that would have changed everything earlier than planned. They rehearsed the words in their mind, imagining your reaction, your silence, your smile, your questions. And then fear stepped in, not fear of rejection, but fear of disrupting the timing written by destiny. They sensed that you were still becoming who you needed to be, and so were they. So they chose silence over chaos, patience over impulse. That choice cost them nights of rest, moments of distraction, and an emotional weight they carried alone. This is the part no one tells you. Real soul connections sometimes pause themselves, not because they are weak, but because they are powerful enough to wait. Something huge is waiting for you, and it has been growing stronger precisely because it was not rushed. There is another truth hidden beneath this secret, and it explains why your paths have felt strangely connected even when distance or circumstances separated you. Your soulmate has been protecting you without you knowing it. They stepped back when situations could have hurt you. They removed themselves when their presence might have confused you. They watched you choose lessons that made you stronger, even when those lessons came with pain. Every time you wondered why something didn't move forward, why a conversation stopped suddenly, why timing always felt just slightly off, this is why. They knew that revealing everything too soon would have burdened you with expectations you were not meant to carry yet. This secret is rooted in care, not avoidance. It is rooted in respect, not indecision. And now, the weight of holding it is becoming heavier than the fear of revealing it, because both of you are standing closer to the version of yourselves that can finally meet without breaking. What happens next is not dramatic noise, but a quiet shift that will feel unmistakable to your soul. You will notice changes in how they look at you, how they speak, how silence between you feels less empty and more charged. The secret is preparing to surface through honesty, not shock. When it does, it will answer questions you never asked out loud but always felt inside. It will explain why certain people never worked out, why certain connections faded without closure, and why your heart never fully detached from the idea of something deeper. Stay present, stay open, and do not underestimate this moment. Destiny does not whisper twice when it is ready to move. This message is guiding you step by step, and the next part will reveal what this secret demands from both of you once it is finally spoken. Amen. My beloved child, now you must understand the weight of what this secret truly demands, because it is not just information, it is a turning point. Your soulmate is standing at an inner crossroads, and the truth about you has reached a point where it can no longer stay hidden without consequences. They have realized that keeping this secret is slowly costing them their peace. Every time they pretend everything is normal, something inside them resists. Every time they deny the pull toward you, life sends them reminders through dreams, sudden memories, or unexpected signs. This is not obsession, this is alignment pressing forward. They know that once the truth is revealed, nothing will go back to the way it was before, and that is exactly why it matters. Something huge is waiting for you, not as a surprise, but as a transformation that rearranges priorities, emotions, and long-term choices. There is a reason your heart has been unusually sensitive lately, as if it is being tuned to a different frequency. You may have felt moments of unexplained calm followed by sudden emotional intensity, or a strange sense that something is approaching without knowing what it is. This is your soul preparing to receive what your mind cannot yet predict. Your soulmate's secret carries responsibility. Honesty will require courage, and courage will require action. When they speak, it will not be halfway. It will be clear, direct, and intentional. They are not planning to confess feelings and disappear, they are preparing to step forward with purpose. This is why delays happened. This is why silence existed. This is why timing kept testing both of you. The connection you share is not meant to be questioned forever, it is meant to be chosen. What makes this moment rare is that both of you are finally capable of holding the truth without fear destroying it. You are no longer the person who doubts their worth, and they are no longer the person who hides behind uncertainty. When the secret surfaces, it will not feel shocking, it will feel familiar, like remembering something you always knew. Pay attention to subtle shifts, because destiny often announces itself quietly before it moves loudly. This message is not here to rush you, but to prepare you. The next part will reveal why this revelation cannot be delayed any longer and what unseen forces have already begun moving things into place. Stay present. Stay open. Amen. My beloved child, this is the moment where the unseen begins to arrange the visible, and nothing you feel right now is random. Your soulmate's secret has reached a stage where the universe itself is creating pressure, gentle, but unavoidable. Conversations are lining up. Circumstances are shifting. Delays that once blocked movement are dissolving quietly. They are feeling it too, a growing urgency to be honest, a restlessness that will not let them settle until the truth is spoken. This is why you were guided to listen this far. This message is not entertainment, it is alignment. If this resonates deeply within you, do not dismiss it. Stay connected to this message, share it with someone who understands energy and timing, and allow yourself to acknowledge it by leaving a comment of affirmation, because recognizing truth strengthens its arrival. Something huge is waiting for you, and awareness is the first step toward receiving it. Your soulmate now understands something critical: silence will no longer protect either of you. What once felt like patience has started to feel like resistance, and life does not reward resistance forever. They are being shown, again and again, that honesty is the only door forward. This is not about pressure or forcing outcomes, it is about choosing truth over fear. When they finally speak, it will not come with confusion or mixed signals, it will come with clarity, respect, and intention. And when you hear it, you will realize why everything unfolded the way it did. If this message is guiding you, stay close to it, stay present, and subscribe yourself mentally to growth rather than doubt. Alignment responds when you choose awareness over distraction. Remember this: soul connections do not break, they mature. What is unfolding now has survived distance, silence, and time because it is real. The secret is preparing to become a conversation, and that conversation will become a decision. Do not rush ahead emotionally, but do not close your heart either. Let the truth arrive naturally, knowing you are ready. If this message has spoken to your spirit, acknowledge it, share the energy forward, and remain open, because the next step will change how you understand love, timing, and destiny itself. Stay with this journey. Amen. My beloved child, now the message turns inward, because before the secret fully reaches you from the outside, something must settle within you first. You were not brought this far just to listen. You were brought here to recognize your own readiness. The universe does not reveal truths to unprepared hearts. It prepares the heart first, then releases the truth. That is why you have recently felt stronger boundaries forming inside you, a clearer sense of what you will and will not accept, and a calm confidence replacing old confusion. This inner shift is not accidental. It is your soul aligning with what is about to be offered honestly. Your soulmate's secret will meet you at the level you are standing now, not the level you once were. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is meeting the version of you that knows their worth without needing proof. Understand this carefully: when the truth is revealed, it will test clarity, not emotions. Love alone is not the challenge, choice is. Your soulmate's secret carries a decision that affects timing, direction, and future structure. They are not coming forward to relive the past, but to build something intentional. That is why this moment matters. You will be given space to respond, not pressure to react. And how you respond will shape what comes next. The connection you share is strong, but strength does not remove responsibility. It asks for honesty on both sides. This is why the message has slowed here, to let you breathe, to let you anchor yourself before the next movement begins. What you must remember now is simple but powerful: destiny moves fastest when fear is no longer driving. Do not overthink signs. Do not doubt alignment. Trust the preparation you have already walked through. The silence is ending, the truth is approaching, and clarity is closer than it feels. Stay grounded. Stay open. The next part will reveal what happens immediately after the secret is spoken and how your life begins to rearrange itself in subtle but undeniable ways. Remain present. Amen. My beloved child, once the secret is finally spoken, you will notice that life does not explode, it aligns. The world around you will look the same, but you will feel different inside, as if a missing piece has quietly clicked into place. The confusion you once carried will soften, not because everything is solved instantly, but because truth has replaced guessing. Your soulmate's words will not feel foreign, they will feel familiar, almost inevitable. You may even wonder why it took so long, until you realize that the delay was mercy, not punishment. Timing protected both of you from meeting each other with wounds instead of wisdom. Something huge is waiting for you, and its power lies in how naturally it fits once it arrives. After the truth is revealed, there will be a pause, not silence, but space. Space to process, to reflect, to let reality settle without rushing decisions. This space is important. It allows emotions to stabilize and intentions to become clear. Your soulmate will not disappear after speaking; instead, they will become more present, more grounded, more real. You will sense a shift in their energy, less guarded, more intentional. And you, too, will feel steadier, because unanswered questions no longer drain your spirit. This is the moment when destiny stops circling and begins moving forward in a straight line. Do not fear this phase. It is not uncertainty, it is integration. What was once hidden is now acknowledged, and acknowledgement changes everything. Pay attention to how calm replaces anxiety, how clarity replaces overthinking, how trust begins forming without effort. This is how aligned connections grow, not through drama, but through truth meeting readiness. Stay open, stay patient, and allow the next steps to unfold naturally. The journey ahead is not rushed, but it is real. Amen. My beloved child, as this truth settles into your life, you will begin to notice something subtle yet powerful. Your surroundings will start responding to your inner clarity. Situations that once felt confusing will simplify. People who were never aligned with your path will naturally drift away without conflict. This is not loss, this is refinement. Your soulmate's secret did more than reveal feelings, it activated alignment. When truth enters a space, everything that cannot coexist with it quietly exits. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is creating room for itself by removing what no longer belongs. Your connection with your soulmate will now shift into a phase of intentional presence. Conversations will feel lighter yet deeper, honest without being heavy. You will sense mutual respect in pauses, understanding in silence, and reassurance without constant explanation. This is not the loud excitement of uncertainty, it is the steady warmth of clarity. Both of you will recognize that what is unfolding is not about proving anything to the world, but about honoring what feels undeniably right between you. The secret has served its purpose, now the truth begins to live. Trust this phase even if it feels quiet. Destiny does not always announce progress with noise. Sometimes it whispers stability into your life and waits for you to notice. Let yourself receive without questioning why you deserve it. You have already walked through preparation, patience, and growth. What is forming now is not fragile, it is grounded. Stay present, stay honest with yourself, and allow the connection to unfold at its own pace. The path ahead is steady, and it is real. Amen. My beloved child, now comes the phase where understanding turns into quiet confidence. You will feel less need to seek signs, confirmations, or reassurance, because something within you will already know. The secret that once lived in silence has now reshaped your inner world, and with that shift comes a calm strength. You will notice that your reactions change, you respond instead of react, you listen instead of assume, and you trust instead of chase. This is growth. This is proof that the timing was precise. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is responding to the stability you are now carrying within yourself. Your soulmate, too, will mirror this shift. You may observe them becoming more consistent, more grounded in their words, more aligned between what they say and what they do. There will be no need for dramatic gestures, because sincerity will speak louder than intensity. The connection will begin to feel safe, not because it is predictable, but because it is honest. This is the kind of bond that does not drain energy, it restores it. It does not demand perfection, it invites presence. The secret has done its work, and now truth is building something sustainable. Hold this moment gently. Do not rush to define everything or label the future too quickly. Let alignment breathe. Let trust deepen naturally. Destiny is not asking you to hurry, it is asking you to stay aware. What is unfolding now is rare because it is rooted in readiness, not urgency. Stay centered, stay open, and allow the journey to continue revealing itself step by step. What is meant for you is no longer hiding. Amen. My beloved child, this is where certainty replaces waiting, and you begin to realize that the connection you are experiencing is no longer forming, it is stabilizing. You may suddenly feel less anxious about outcomes and more focused on presence. This is a sign that your soul recognizes safety. The secret that once carried weight has now transformed into understanding, and understanding brings peace. You are no longer questioning whether this is real, you are learning how to live within it. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is unfolding through consistency rather than chaos. You will start to notice how effortlessly things flow when fear is no longer in control. Plans align naturally. Conversations happen at the right moment without forcing. Even challenges, if they appear, will feel manageable instead of overwhelming. This is because the foundation is now built on truth, not assumption. Your soulmate's actions will reflect clarity, no mixed signals, no hidden meanings, no emotional guessing games. What you give and what you receive will begin to feel balanced, and that balance is the quiet proof of alignment. Remember this, not all powerful transformations are loud. Some arrive as relief, as calm, as a sense of finally being understood. Let yourself appreciate this phase without looking for something to go wrong. You are not losing excitement, you are gaining stability. This is what lasting connection feels like. Stay grounded, stay grateful, and trust the path you are walking. It is leading you exactly where you are meant to be. Amen. My beloved child, now you are standing at a point where the past no longer pulls you backward and the future no longer scares you forward. This balance is rare, and it exists because truth has done its work. You will notice that old emotional triggers have lost their power over you. Things that once caused doubt, insecurity, or overthinking no longer shake your inner peace. This is not because you stopped caring, but because you finally understand. Understanding brings freedom. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is meeting you in this calm strength, not in chaos or fear. Your soulmate will feel this shift too. They will sense that they no longer need to explain themselves repeatedly or prove their intentions through effort alone. Trust will begin to speak for both of you. The connection will feel lighter, yet deeper, like two people walking side by side instead of chasing or pulling each other. This is where alignment becomes visible in actions, not promises. You will realize that the secret was never meant to create drama, it was meant to create direction. Stay grounded in this phase. Do not rush to rewrite the future or replay the past. Let what is forming continue to solidify naturally. This stage is about consistency, presence, and quiet confidence. Destiny is no longer testing you, it is confirming you. Remain open, remain patient, and let clarity continue to guide your steps. What is unfolding now is stable, intentional, and real. Amen. My beloved child, at this stage you may begin to notice how deeply this connection is reshaping your sense of self. Not by changing who you are, but by revealing who you have always been beneath survival, doubt, and waiting. You will feel more anchored in your choices, less influenced by outside noise, and more aligned with what genuinely feels right. This is the quiet confidence that comes when truth settles into your life and no longer needs defending. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is responding to the clarity you now carry without effort. Your soulmate will recognize this transformation in you as well. They will see strength without hardness, openness without vulnerability turning into weakness. This mutual recognition creates respect, and respect is the foundation of anything that lasts. You will notice that communication feels easier, not because there are no differences, but because there is honesty without fear. This is where connection matures beyond emotion into partnership of understanding. The secret has now fully transformed into shared awareness. Let this phase ground you. There is no need to rush ahead or look back for validation. You are exactly where you need to be. What is unfolding is steady, intentional, and supported by timing that cannot be forced or delayed anymore. Trust this calm. Trust this clarity. You are walking into something real, and it is meeting you with the same readiness you bring to it. Amen. My beloved child, this is the phase where you stop asking, "What if?" and begin living in, "What is?" The connection no longer feels like a question mark, it feels like a statement written quietly into your daily life. You will notice how naturally your thoughts include them, not with urgency, but with certainty. There is a sense of belonging that does not demand attention yet never disappears. This is the sign that the secret has fully settled into truth. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is unfolding through trust rather than anticipation. Your soulmate will now begin to align their actions with long-term intention. You may sense them thinking ahead, speaking with more purpose, and showing consistency that feels grounding instead of overwhelming. This is where the bond moves from emotional recognition into shared direction. You are no longer just connected, you are aligned. The past no longer holds power here, because both of you are present in the same moment with the same clarity. This is not coincidence, this is the result of patience meeting honesty. Allow this stage to anchor you deeply. Do not rush to define outcomes or seek external validation. What is real does not require constant confirmation. Stay open, stay centered, and let the connection continue to strengthen through mutual understanding. Destiny is no longer preparing you. It is walking with you now. Remain present, because what is unfolding has substance, depth, and purpose. Amen. My beloved child, this is where gratitude quietly replaces longing, and you realize how much has already shifted without force. You are no longer waiting for reassurance, signs, or proof. Your heart feels settled because truth has taken root. The connection now feels less like a mystery to solve and more like a reality to honor. You may notice that even when you are apart, there is no anxiety, only trust. This is the mark of alignment reaching maturity. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is arriving through steadiness, not suspense. Your soulmate will begin to show a deeper level of emotional availability, present without pressure, attentive without control. You will sense a mutual willingness to protect what is forming, to choose patience over impulse, and clarity over confusion. This is where intentions become visible through consistency. No more guessing, no more mixed signals. What exists now is mutual recognition. Both of you understand the value of what you share and the responsibility it carries. Hold this phase with care. Let appreciation deepen without rushing to define the future in exact terms. What is meant to last grows strongest when allowed to breathe. Trust the calm you feel. It is not the absence of excitement, but the presence of security. Destiny has not slowed down, it has stabilized. Stay present, stay grounded, and continue walking forward with confidence. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Amen. My beloved child, now you are entering the stage where intention turns into quiet commitment. Not spoken loudly, not announced to the world, but felt deeply in choices, priorities, and presence. You will notice how naturally you begin to make space for conversations, for understanding, for shared moments that feel meaningful even in their simplicity. This is not effort, this is alignment expressing itself. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is revealing itself through stability that feels both new and familiar. Your soulmate is no longer carrying hesitation in their energy. What once needed courage now flows as certainty. You may sense them being more protective of the connection, not possessive, but intentional. They value what exists enough to guard it from confusion and outside interference. This is where trust becomes mutual responsibility. You will both realize that what you are building does not need constant explanation, it needs consistency. The secret that started this journey has now fully transformed into shared direction. Remain grounded here. Let commitment grow naturally without pressure or expectation. True alignment does not rush, it settles. This phase is about honoring what exists while allowing it to deepen over time. Trust the steadiness. Trust the timing. You are not behind, and you are not early, you are exactly on time. What is unfolding now has depth, patience, and purpose. Amen. My beloved child, this is the phase where peace becomes your confirmation. You no longer need dramatic signs or intense emotions to know what is real, because calm has taken their place. You will notice how your heart feels steady even when life around you moves quickly. This is not detachment, this is security. The journey that began with a hidden secret has now led you to inner balance, and balance is powerful. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is arriving through this quiet confidence that cannot be shaken easily. Your soulmate will now reflect this peace back to you. There will be fewer words needed, fewer explanations, because understanding flows naturally. You will sense reliability in their presence, consistency in their actions, and sincerity in their intentions. This is where connection transforms into something lasting, not because it is perfect, but because it is real. Both of you will recognize that what you share has moved beyond uncertainty into trust, beyond curiosity into choice. Stay present in this calm. Do not look for intensity where stability has been given. This stage is a gift, earned through patience, honesty, and growth. Let gratitude anchor you here. Destiny has guided you carefully to this point, and it continues to walk with you forward. What is unfolding now is grounded, enduring, and aligned with who you have become. Receive it fully. Amen. My beloved child, now the journey reaches a place where love no longer feels like a question or a test, but like a decision renewed quietly each day. You will sense a deeper trust in yourself and in what you are building together. There is no rush to prove anything, because what is real no longer needs validation. This is the strength of alignment, when peace stays even in silence. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is standing firmly on the foundation you have both helped create. Your soulmate now walks beside you with clarity, not uncertainty. Their presence feels intentional, their choices deliberate. You may notice how naturally future-oriented conversations arise, not forced, not dramatic, just honest and grounded. This is where the connection integrates into real life, beyond emotions, and into shared responsibility. The secret that once lived in the shadows has now become a shared truth shaping direction and purpose. Hold this moment with appreciation. This stage is not loud, but it is lasting. Destiny has not rushed you here, it has guided you carefully, step by step. Trust what feels steady. Trust what feels respectful. You are no longer becoming ready, you are ready. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that what you have entered is built on truth, patience, and mutual understanding. Amen.